the video podcast that shares the heartbeat of our Germantown School District. A great place to learn, grow, and belong. This is GTown Life.
Germantown, welcome into another school spotlight. Today we're at Rockfield Elementary, joined by Miss Kelsey or Miss Nowak. The kids call you Miss Kelsey, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And you serve in our office and helping all the kiddos as they have medicine needs, Band-Aids, feeling ill, all the good stuff in the health room, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, thanks for joining. We'll dive in. From your role, what does a strong day of learning and support look like at Rockfield?
I really love the quote, to be healthy is to be educated, and you need to be educated to be healthy. So from my role, it is really important for physical and cognitive well-being. If your child is not feeling well or just having a bad mental health day, it is going to affect them in the long run. So I am here to make the children as comfortable as possible, and whether that just be rest or if they need medication or sometimes just playing with fidgets and just being the person that they need to talk to in order for them to get back into the classroom setting. I also do have children who come down and we do like movement breaks to get the wiggles out, but that is also really great because that naturally activates the lymphatic system, which helps with relieving tension and stress, so that really helps with the students as well.
Well, we appreciate your role and the importance of ensuring that our kids are feeling good so they can learn. And sometimes that means going home, sometimes it means going back to the classroom, but each day is different.
Exactly.
What is something about your students or the Rockfield community that people outside the building may not fully see or appreciate?
So I didn't know this before I came to Rockfield, but Rockfield, the fifth graders actually changed classrooms for math, social studies and science, and language arts, which I thought was really neat because it kind of gives them the extra edge and heads up for when they go to middle school. And then that way they're prepared for bringing those supplies to those specific classrooms, and it's not so much as a big, huge transfer for them where they feel like that they're just thrown into a situation that they're not ready. I also really think that it's really neat that Kennedy Middle School does come to the schools just to give them a little bit of a presentation on what to expect and what they're going to be doing, just to help them get a little bit more help versus just being thrown into something that's different and can be uncomfortable for a certain student.
What has stood out to you this year as a moment of growth, connection, or pride for the students at Rockfield?
I have actually witnessed a lot of older students make very good connections with younger students. There's a lot of fifth graders that give hugs and fist bumps to the kindergartners. Most, if not all, students are always willing to help out. There's always somebody willing to play with somebody. If they don't have a friend or if there's somebody that looks down, they are able to help them with that. Also, we have something called a Friday raffle. If kids, they demonstrate being ready to learn, being responsible and respectful, they get one of these little tickets. And then every Friday we pull 3 names from kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and there's always so many tickets that you wish that you could pick every single name, but unfortunately you can't.
How does your role contribute to helping students feel known, supported, and successful?
So there are students who come in daily for medication or for some health needs that they need, and I just really like to catch up with them, talk to them. How's class going? How are you doing? What was this weekend like? How did your sports event go? And I just really try to connect to them on a deeper level. And then for students who I don't see daily, if they come in and they have any issues later on, I try to catch up with them at least once or twice, and maybe the next day as well, just to see if they're doing any better. And then it's always kind of funny because when I'm in the hallway or the lunchroom, I always hear, Miss Kelsey, Miss Kelsey. And they're always so excited to show me their loose teeth, or I lost a tooth last night. And they like to tell me how they got hurt on the trampoline, or they fell this, or they show me all their bumps and their bruises. And I'm just like, oh, cool. And it's more or less just wanting to connect with kids. And besides the health questions, I want to be able to be someone that they're able to come to. So I really appreciate when they're able to share parts of their life outside of school with me.
The stories you must be told on a daily basis.
Yes.
What is one practice, routine, or mindset at Rockfield that helps students thrive?
So we actually have lots of things here. We have monthly assemblies with different topics like cooperation, respect, and stuff like that. And that helps teach the students like right from wrong and what they should be doing. And then we also have very observant teachers who, if they notice even anything like the littlest wrong, they'll be able to catch up with that student, notify families. They're able to get all of the staff that they need to involved in order to help these children succeed. We also have an amazing guidance counselor, Ms. Guagliardo, and she is just the best at what she does. And I'm just so grateful to be working with so many amazing staff that is there and truly cares for the kids.
What has working at Rockfield taught you about the students, families, or education that you did not fully understand before?
So I actually have a deeper appreciation for parents and the PTA, just how involved they are than I thought that they were when I first started. Parents volunteering for different events like Rocktober, the marathon, they volunteer in classrooms. The PTA puts on lots of fun events. They do fun lunches, where this year one of the fun lunches was the Polar Express theme. It was like Polar Express decorations, there was fake snow, every table was a train, and it kind of just immersed you into that fun experience. And then another one was Glow Day, where there was glow-in-the-dark decorations and there was black lights, and some of the kids had glow-in-the-dark paint on them. And a lot of the kids just like taking pictures. Like where you first enter, we have this like little picture area, and a lot of kids just like taking pictures with their friends. But I'm always just surprised about how many parents really put in a lot of time and effort out of their day and adjust their schedule in order to help the students here, not just their student, but all of the students.
If families could see one thing about what happens inside Rockfield each day, what would you want them to know?
A lot of people understand that the teachers are a huge support system, but what not everybody sees is there's so much other stuff. There's administrative staff, there's a health aides in the district nurse even, math intervention, speech intervention, reading. Even the kitchen staff makes point to get to know your children and really care for them. And they go home and they think about these kids and they make sure that they catch up with them the next day. And if I would have known that as a parent in the school district, like dropping my kid off for the first time in kindergarten, I would have probably been a little bit more at ease just knowing how much support your child has throughout the day from multiple different staff members.
Your favorite spot on Rockfield School campus?
I love the office just because there's lots of traffic. I get to talk to students, staff, parents, and lots of fun stuff.
The best sound in a school building?
I love listening to the kids singing and playing instruments, especially when it's time for them to play recorders. It's always just fun listening to them experience it for the first time.
A song that instantly lifts your mood?
So I like Good Mood. It's by Adam Levine. It's from the Paw Patrol movie, which my daughter is obsessed with.
One thing that instantly boosts your energy at work?
Having all the hugs and the high fives from the kids during the day, them stopping me in the hallway, Miss Kelsey, Miss Kelsey.
Your favorite Wisconsin season?
Ooh, I love winter. I just love the fresh snow on the ground and how peaceful and quiet it can be.
A skill you use daily that people might not realize?
Being able to differentiate between physical and psychosomatic issues in children. So whether it is a physical issue or if it's anxiety manifesting as like a headache or a stomach ache.
What makes Rockfield feel like your school?
So from the very first day at Rockfield, I felt extremely welcomed. I've never felt out of place or unwanted. It's just such a welcoming environment.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
I actually used to work at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin as a phlebotomist.
And help us all out, what is a phlebotomist?
A phlebotomist is someone who draws your blood. So like if you ever went to a clinic and you needed your blood drawn, or if you were in the hospital and you had your blood drawn, that is what I used to do. And I would take it to the lab and they would test your blood to see if what they needed.
Best advice you ever got from a teacher?
My 6th grade teacher, Mr. Pook, he always told me never give up, even if it gets hard, and just stay true to yourself, because that's all you could do. That's the best you could do. Just be yourself.
One word students would use to describe Miss Kelsey.
I get a lot of kind. I feel like kind is a good word.
Something planned or a teachable moment?
Definitely a teachable moment.
High five or fist bump?
I love some high fives.
Fresh or fried cheese curds?
It's gotta be fried.
Hot dog or brat?
Brats.
State fair or summer fest?
I'm a state fair girl.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Friday fish fry.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
Definitely a stay close weekend.
Pizza Friday or Taco Tuesday?
Gotta be Taco Tuesday.
County fair or farmer's market?
County fair.
Lake house weekend or cabin in the woods?
Cabin in the woods.
Fall color drive or summer lake day?
Summer lake day.
Germantown, welcome into another school spotlight. We are at County Line with Mrs. McConnell. Thanks for joining. How is kindergarten at County Line?
It's a lot of fun. We just went to the Shalom yesterday, so we were looking for oviparous animals, and the kids were really excited to be looking for those oviparous animals and non-oviparous animals. So we had a lot of fun yesterday. Lots of Band-Aids, but we had a really good time on that field trip.
From your role, what does a strong day of learning and support look like at County Line?
In my classroom, I have a lot of support with my special ed aides, my special ed teachers. I also have a lot of support from my kindergarten crew. We collaborate once a week. That helps me to have a really positive classroom. My kids are very, very engaged, and most of the time, I have 99% of them paying attention and really retaining the information that I'm giving them. Lots of good support at County Line.
What is something about your students or the County Line school community that people outside the building may not see or fully appreciate?
The collaboration that we do here at County Line is pretty impressive. We meet and we talk all the time about our students and our data. We're very data driven, which all of Germantown is. The thing that I really want people to, if they could come in here and be a fly on the wall, is see the resilience of our children and our students. They persevere, they have so much grit, and they show so much pride in themselves, and I think that's a really impressive thing for our kids.
What has stood out to you this year as a moment of growth, connection, or pride for the students?
At County Line, and specifically in my classroom, the one thing that I would have to say I'm most proud of is their growth in their academics. With all the data that we share and all the information that we learn, their growth has just been outstanding this year. With their MAP tests, with their Ames webs, with their high-frequency words, the way that they retain all of those high-frequency words. That was one of our goals for kindergarten as a team, was the high-frequency words. The kids are just, they're killing it. I'm so extremely proud and loved watching them grow this year. But not only did they grow academically, they grew so much socially and learning how to be friends with each other and problem solvers. The problem solving in the beginning of the year, it was really hard for them to problem solve, and they are doing such a spectacular job of problem solving with each other. So that's been really fun to watch.
How does your role contribute to helping students feel known, supported, and successful?
We, in kindergarten, play not only teacher, but mom as well, or dad. In kindergarten, we're all of the roles, right? We're a nurse, we're a teacher, we're their mom, and with all of that, we're supporting them and encouraging them so much. Even if, they don't succeed at first, we just keep saying, we're just not there yet. That is the biggest takeaway from my role, is just to be their biggest cheerleader. Pretty awesome.
What is one practice, routine, or mindset at County Line that helps students thrive?
We always refer back to the Comic Code way, being respectful, responsible, and safe. That is always instilled in the children, and our character education is always instilled with our children. So having those perseverance times and respectful times and talking about those things and how they work into our academics every day is one of the qualities that County Line instills in all of our County Line kids.
What has working at County Line taught you about the students, families, or education that you did not fully understand before?
The biggest takeaway that I am taking away this year is the fact that I live and breathe this community and I work in this community, but the family connections is one of the things that I takeaway every day is just having those family connections with our families and the parents, and how much they have our back and how much they truly believe in us and know that we're doing what's best for their kids. That has been the best part of it.
If families could see one thing about what happens inside County Line each day, what would you want them to know?
It's a combination of the staff, the laughter in between the staff, the laughter in our classroom. Walking past a classroom, I would want them to know that we have fun, we laugh, we enjoy each other, but we're also learning so much, and we have all the kids so engaged in our classrooms.
Favorite spot on County Line's campus?
My classroom.
Best sound in a school building?
Laughter of the kids.
Song that instantly lifts your mood?
Happy.
One thing that instantly boosts your energy at work?
Other staff members.
Favorite Wisconsin season?
Ooh, this one's tricky. I would have to say fall.
What's a perfect fall day for you?
Watching my kiddo play football.
A skill you use daily that people might not realize?
Jokes.
What makes County Line feel like your school?
The staff and the environment.
What is something students would be surprised to know about Mrs. McConnell?
That I don't live at school.
Best advice you ever got from a teacher?
C'est la vie. We just got to keep moving on, keep persevering, and get through the day, and tomorrow is a new day.
One word students would use to describe Mrs. McConnell?
I would hope they would say kind.
A planned lesson or a teachable moment?
Teachable moment.
High five or fist bump?
High five.
Fresh or fried cheese curd?
Fried cheese curds.
Hot dog or brat?
Hot dog.
State fair or summer fest?
State fair.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Saturday brunch.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
Road trip.
Pizza Friday or Taco Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday.
County fair or farmer's market?
County fair.
Lake house weekend or cabin in the woods?
Lake house weekend.
Fall color drive or summer lake day?
I would have to say summer lake day.
Germantown, welcome into another school spotlight. We're in Warhawk country at Germantown High School. Mr. Hennig, thanks for joining. How are you today?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Doing well. Really looking forward to seeing all the great things happening as we round out the 25-26 school year. From your role, what does a strong day of learning and support look like at Germantown High School?
The biggest thing is that students are engaged in asking questions. I strive to have a classroom that not just promotes science, but has a strong value of problem solving, being curious, and being accountable. Because, yeah, they might not use chemistry for the rest of their life, but they are going to use those skills that they learn throughout the classroom in every single class. So I want to make sure that students are asking those questions, being curious, and being responsible for the work that they're putting in. If they do that, that's a job well done, both on my end and their end.
Foundations for the future. Love it.
Yeah.
What is something about your students or the Germantown High School school community that people outside the building may not see or fully appreciate?
I think that for most of the community and most parents, they know the work that the staff puts in. But I really think one of the things that might get lost sometimes is how much the staff, administration, and everybody involved with supporting the students here really care about their job. I know sometimes people joke about it, but teachers come to work and yeah, there's off days, but like we come to school and we love our job. And that stems from that caring nature that we have and the kindness that we want to show to our students, because we want to make the world a better place, and that starts with them. They are the future, and it's our job to make sure that happens. And our school, especially the high school, does a very good job of that.
What has stood out to you this year as a moment of growth, connection, or pride for the students at Germantown High?
I think because this is my first year, it's a little bit new for everything. My first year at Germantown, it's been a roller coaster. One of the biggest things for me when it comes to students and that community that's here at Germantown is at the beginning of the year, I obviously don't know a ton of people. So walking throughout the halls and seeing students say hi to me and say, "Hi, Mr. Hennig, and how's it going?" Sometimes by students that I've only seen once and can't remember their name. That's something big for me, at least, because you like to build those connections, those relationships with students, because that's how we create this community and make it what it is today. So just every little moment that happens in the hallways where you're saying hi to students and getting to connect with them on a day-to-day basis.
How does your role contribute to helping students feel known, supported, and successful?
I like to place an emphasis on the students as a whole in the classroom. I do my best, at least I feel like I do, to make sure that students are getting the questions that they have answered, to make sure that their issues are being sorted out some way, somehow, whether that's a chemistry problem or whether that's an issue that came up at home and they have to turn something in late. Whatever it may be, I try my best to be understanding and to help build those relationships and form that trust, because the better relationship you have, the better trust you have. And if I can trust my students and they can trust me, that's the foundation of a good classroom. So that would be the thing that stands out to most to me.
What is one practice, routine, or mindset at Germantown High School that helps students thrive?
I think the thing that has always worked for me is setting expectations, setting super high expectations, but expectation management along with high expectations, because if we want our students to be successful and we want them to strive for greatness inside the classroom, outside the classroom, and outside of Germantown, it's going to come down to what they expect of themselves. Expectation management and high expectations coupled together, it creates this knowledge in their brain that what they're doing matters and what they're doing is going to be very successful and done at a high level. Also understanding that we're not going to be perfect every single time. So kind of finding that balance between striving for excellence and then also understanding, hey, we want to get here. Just because we don't reach it right away doesn't mean we were a failure. We can still be successful along the way, because we've heard it all before. It's about the journey, not just the destination.
What has working at Germantown High School taught you about students, families, or education that you did not fully understand before?
So the last school I was at, it was a little bit smaller. So the PTA wasn't as big, and the PTA here has been incredibly supportive. And that's one big thing, is the parent involvement. Not that I didn't have parent involvement at my old school, but just with the amount of kids here and the amount of staff and the people in the community of Germantown, it's something that's showed me just how Germantown is as a community in relation to their relationship with the school. And it's been awesome to see it. The support is phenomenal. I really appreciate, and I know my coworkers do too, the support that we get from parents who care about their kids, care about the education system, and understand that we're all in it together. And that's what helps make Germantown great, I believe.
If families could see one thing about what happens inside Germantown High School each day, what would you want them to know?
I think just how much effort their kids are putting in. You see a lot of different kids who are trying. They might be struggling and their grades might not be showing exactly how much they know or how much effort they put in, but their kids are doing incredible work. The teachers here are doing incredible work. Just the atmosphere that's here is something that, coupled with the teachers and their work and the students and their work, what kind of culture we're building here. I know my coworkers and I have talked about it. There's struggles all the time, but at the end of the day, there's so many kids here who are putting in a lot of work and who want to be successful. And even seeing a day of what that looks like would be pretty cool for their parents and the community to see. So.
Favorite spot on Germantown High School's campus?
The field house.
Best sound in a school building?
Best sound's gotta be laughter.
A song that instantly lifts your mood?
Say Levitating by Dua Lipa.
One thing that instantly boosts your energy at work?
Kids saying hi to me in the hall.
Favorite Wisconsin season?
It's gotta be a spring night in May.
And what's a perfect day in spring for you?
I'm a track coach here, so going to a track meet under the lights is always a good time, which is why I kind of said spring night in May.
A skill used daily that people might not realize.
They might realize it, but maybe it's not appreciated as much as patience. Patience for sure.
What makes Germantown High School feel like your school?
It's the connections that I've made with the staff and the students.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
I am a Star Wars nerd.
Best advice you ever got from a teacher?
You're not going to be perfect. Just try to be the best you can be.
One word students would use to describe you?
I'd say positive.
A planned lesson or a teachable moment?
Teachable moment.
High five or fist bump?
Fist bump.
Fresh or fried cheese curds?
Gotta be fried cheese curds.
Hot dog or brat?
I'd go brat.
State fair or summer fest?
Summerfest for sure.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
I'd go with Friday fish fry.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
I'm a homebody, so stay close weekend.
Pizza Friday or Taco Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday.
County fair or farmer's market?
I really love farmers markets, so I'd go with them.
Lake house weekend or cabin in the woods?
Lake house weekend.
Fall color drive or summer lake day?
Summer lake day.
Well, Mr. Hennig, appreciate you shining a light on Germantown High School and wishing all of our class of 2026 graduates an exciting end of the year.
Thanks for having me on, and it's always good to talk a little bit about Germantown High School. So thank you.
Thanks for listening to the stories that make our Germantown learning community a great place to learn, grow, and belong. We are all shareholders in empowering and inspiring student success today and into the future. Until next time, this is GTown Life.